Can you hear my microphone? This, yeah. All right, I think we're live. I think so. I mean, I don't even know. I think we're live. I think we're live. This is Bubbly. I'm not. I've had coffee today all day because that's what I do. And I was about to make myself a coffee, and then I said, you know what? I'm kind of coffeeed out. You ever coffeeed out? It happens. Very rarely, but it does happen. Come here. Hello. Wow, you need a bath. All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Third Rail Thursday. My name is Tim, and this is They Make It Like That, and this is Third Rail Thursday. This is the first Thursday of February, which means it's the first Thursday of the month, because February is a month, and the first Thursday of the month is my turn. So I'm in control of what happens in this live stream. Take it or leave it. I suggest you take it, because it's going to be great. You don't drink coffee because it stunts your growth. Well, I'm tall enough. All right, welcome everybody. Let me scroll up to the top and give Dwight Curly Express a cookie because he wins. I don't have a cookie, otherwise I'd eat it. But congratulations, gold star to Mr. Dwight. Let's see who else is here. Trackside Mike is here. Floyd Robbins is here. All right, hello everybody. Sean, I'm just gonna rhyme off everybody, and then say hello. Because if I say hello to everybody one by one, we'll be here all night. Which we're gonna be here all night anyway. We might as well be productive. Sean Pennywise and Miser Railroad is here. Who else is here? We got a lot of repeat conversation going on. Brian Ferguson is here. Sorry, Brian. There's probably going to be some shorts made out of this live stream. Prepare yourself in advance and buckle up. It's going to be great. Just so you know what's going on. Thanks for putting up with my shenanigans and being a hashtag. M&M Rails is here by contract only, otherwise he probably wouldn't be here. Roger Coleman is here. Hello, Roger. I saw a second ago you said, is that a doodle? Yes, it is. That is my golden doodle. His name is Eli, and if it was up to him, he would just be the channel, and it would just be videos of him running around and wagging his tail. He doesn't really bark. He just wags his tail and loves everybody. Yeah, so he's going to take over the channel. If I ever retire, which seems to be what everybody on YouTube is doing these days. No comment. If I ever retire, then Eli will take over. Who else is here? John Train, Big Friendly Giant Railroad is here. Hello, John. Looking forward to seeing you in a couple of weeks. Rail Fan, where are... Oh, did I lose my spot? Oh, I lost my spot. Let me go back up. Dwight gets a cookie. We're going all the way to the top. Roger Coleman, yes, that's a doodle. Hello, John. Looking forward to seeing you in a couple of weeks. I have it all. It's all... My live streams are scripted, by the way. 100%. That's why I'm scrolling through the script to see where I left off. Railfan Colby Productions is here. Hello from Minnesota. Hello, Minnesota. Hello from Toronto. Steve 87th Psap is here. Hello. I'd stay and watch, but I need to go to work. Well, quit your job and watch my live stream. Mini Prince is here. Hello, Mini Prince, representing the miniature things of the world, specifically beavers and geese, etc. If you need beavers and geese, he's your guy. There's also other things as well, but yeah. You tried Compliments bubbly water, and it was very good. You know what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking about getting a Soda Stream. I've heard that they're more economical over time the more that you use it, because I mean the machine is not cheap, but if you drink it a lot, then it eventually pays for itself in savings. I don't know. Trackside Mike is 5'7". That's great. Good for you. Bruce is here. Hello, Bruce. Roger Coleman again. I said hello to Roger Coleman. CP Rail Guy is here. CP Rail Guy, have I got a car for you? Have I got a car for you? There it is. The CP Rail HO Scale Intermountain Otter Valley Special Edition Auto Rack. Custom painted by myself. There's a video about it on my channel. Perhaps you've seen it, perhaps you haven't, but I'm giving it away when I hit 250,000, no, 2,500 subscribers. 250 subscribers. No, that's 25,000. 10 subscribers. Maybe the bubbly was a better choice over coffee after all. When I hit 2,500 subscribers, I'm giving this puppy away. Not that puppy, this puppy. But yeah, CP Rail Guy's probably gonna want that because it's CP. Who else is here? Bubs is here. Hi, Bubs. Gem State Railroad is here. Hello, Gem State Rail fan Colby. I said hello to you, but your message was redacted. Okay, so then I redact my hello. Matt is here. Hello, Matt. When I scroll, I keep losing my spot. Why does this happen? Matt says good dog. He is a good dog. He's an excellent dog. He's my favorite dog. CP Rail Guy says, are you going to Ganaraska this year? Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I am. You know, I was going to live stream from there, but I tried it last year and it was, for lack of a better word, it was awful. It was like the worst, the absolute worst experience trying to live stream. The show was great. I had a good time, but the live stream just was a total flop. So I'm not going to do that this year. Where are we now? I think I'm caught up. All thumbs tonight. Well, all thumbs should be thumbsing up. This video should be thumbsed up. And then everyone will be happy. Mark, come to Port Hope. It's way closer than Barrie. By about an hour. Probably about 2 hours. It's closer. Yeah. You can hang out. It'll be fun. We'll show you a good time. Yeah. You ever go to the States for a show? I haven't been to the States for a show. And I'll tell you why. It's expensive. I mean, I might in the future. You never know. You never know. But for me to dedicate a weekend and go to a local show, it's already putting my wife out because she doesn't have a husband. Well, she does, but he's not there to help with the kids. We have 3 young kids, and it's a big expense because of gas, and if I go farther away, then I need to pay for lodging and food for those several days and all of that fun stuff. If I stay local, then I can either come home or I can stay with family or whatever, and it's a lot cheaper. And also there's the added fear that you're not going to sell anything and not pay for your table. So, yeah. In the future, there's a potential that I will do shows that are farther away. If I can guarantee that I'm going to at least break even and not just have a massive expense to... I mean, it's a lot of fun, don't get me wrong, but I gotta think logically as well. I gotta think economically as well, because The world's crazy, man. If a bag of potatoes is $37 these days, then that's an exaggeration, but you get what I'm saying. Nothing's cheap anymore. So, yeah. It looks like March 25th for the Doubleheaders Tour. Yeah. March 25th for the Doubleheaders Tour. I'm still debating if I'm going to that this year. I went last year and it was great. Sometimes I don't go every year because you see a lot of the same stuff and not everybody does very much in a span of a year. It's still great to see. I might go and then go see different ones that I haven't seen before or ones that I haven't seen in a while. But we'll see. I'm not sure yet. The other thing is, I don't like to do that tour by myself. And if I don't have anyone to go with me, then I probably won't. But we'll see. There's a lot of conflicting train shows that weekend. So there's a lot of people that are tied up. Last year I went with N-Skill Dystopia and that was great. But I don't think that's going to happen because he's mad at me or something. No, that's not true. I'm just making stuff up. Anyway, yeah, so this is gonna be given away. I'm just gonna, here, take it. Just take it. You can still see through it. I love it. You can see right through it. It's a cool car. A very cool car. Somehow I made it cooler. Imagine that. Alright, what are we going to do today? What are we going to do today? I have a bunch of stuff to work on. Can you even hear me when I turn around? I have a bunch of stuff to work on, so I'm going to just pick something at random and work on it. Because I have a bunch of stuff to work on. So let's do that. What do you guys want to see? You guys want to see... Let's pick a couple. This is all stuff that's going to go on my Etsy store when it's done. By the way, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have 12 cars to paint and get ready for my Etsy store. It's a lot. So what do you guys want to see? Take your pick. I'm going to switch to the top down in just a second. Hang on. Let me zoom out so you can see all three. Can you see all three? Can you see all three? There's a glare from this light. Can I get rid of the glare? Or is it from this light? Yeah, it's from this light. Okay, whoa, now it's dark. Anyway, let me just switch to this angle. Now it's moody. Ooh. Alright, what do you guys want to see? We got lots of CP rail, man. Lots of CP rail. CP rail guy. Is that your name? CP rail guy? CP rail guy, right? Yeah, CP rail guy. These are all CP. They're all HO scale. And they're all going to eventually end up on my Etsy store. What do you guys want to see? You know what? Sorry, Mark. I want to make a video about a tank car because I haven't done a tank car on my channel before. So let's narrow it down. I'm not just doing that because you picked it. But yeah, I want to do a dedicated video. And I'll dedicate it to you. I'll say this video's for you, Mark. With some piano music playing in the background to make it all nice and sentimental. And then you can buy it. Alright, we got 2 more. Mark says, have a good night. Bye, Mark. So we got a coal hopper, and we got a covered hopper. This is a, yeah, just a covered hopper. And this is a coal hopper. What do we want to see? We could just do both, you know. Instead of you guys just arguing and stuff. What do you want to see? Sorry, I'm reading back. Railfan Colby says he wants to know what you should do if he wants to start drawing, and M&M Rails said buy a pencil. Just do it. Just buy a pencil, man. Trackside Mike says, how's the layout coming along? I'm doing drywall. Let me wait, turn that back on and switch back to this for a second. So I'm working on drywall at this point. It's actually pretty much ready for paint. I just have to sand the walls and then do some paint, and then I'm ready to actually start putting up my bench work. The bench work is easy. That's gonna take me like an afternoon. Like, I'm not even worried about that. But no refunds, Mark. Sorry. Too bad. No refunds. I will know it's you. Yeah. What was I saying? The bench work is gonna take me at like no time to make, because that's just boxes. I can make a plywood box in not that much time, and then mount it to the wall. So that's my plan. I just need to sand, and I need to buy primer and paint, and then primer and paint, and then yeah, ready to go. Obviously, as you guys know, I have the one module already built. I actually had it mounted to the wall. Like, I had it mounted to the studs, because I didn't think I was going to do drywall so soon. And then I did, so then I had to take it back down again. But now I have drywall, and that's great. Which means I can go all the way around my room now, because I was waiting until I did drywall, because drywall shrinks the room by an inch in each direction. So that changes the dimensions of your layout by an inch. So I didn't want to build my layout and then have to shrink it by an inch. Are you staying with N scale? Yeah. I sure am staying with N scale. And it's going to be excellent. Because just think, my room is 10 by 10. 10 feet by 10 feet, approximately. If I switch to HO, that would be not very much space, because the HO equivalent of a 10 by 10 room would roughly be 20 by 20, which means that I would be switching to a 5 foot by 5 foot room if I stayed N scale. If that makes any sense. It makes sense in my head. It makes sense in my head. I'm staying small. I'm staying N scale. And I'm using my whole room, and it's going to be great. Mark, if you buy all the cars from me and then sell them right next to me, knock yourself out. I don't care. It would actually be really funny to see you try. And it would be good, because it would cover your gas. Haas in South Carolina says bark. Excellent. Hi, Haas. If you guys missed last time, I haven't done any more on it, if I'm being quite honest. Sorry. I did this car. Let me just switch. Let me just switch to this angle. I did this car last time, and I did some Haas graffiti, because Haas is a good boy. Can you hear me? Haas? Haas? Speak! Does he listen to the TV? Haas? Speak! 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 Eli doesn't want to speak. Speak! Oh, good boy. He doesn't like to bark. Take it outside and go G-scale. That's what John says. You know, it's funny, John. My office is at, like, basement level. You know how basements are. They're kind of, like, you know, underground. But because I'm in a back split, my lower basement is not as low as a regular basement would be. So my office window is actually, like, a good size. I could have G-scale at, like, upper deck level, maybe like 6 feet off the ground, run it around my office and go through the wall outside, and I'd be at ground level. The problem is my wife laughed at me when I suggested it, but I was being serious. It would be so cool. I have a good sized backyard. I could just go, you know, along the fence, maybe do a little loop in the corner garden area. I wouldn't go all the way around my backyard. I would just do, like, basically come out and do like a dog bone and then come back. You know? Like, hang on. So, basically, it would be like this. If, can you guys see? This is my fence. Like this. That's my fence. And then my house is here. I have a deck like this. This is not to scale at all, but I have a deck like right here. And my basement window is actually like right here. So I could, and then my office is like right there. Kind of like that. So I could have trains going around my office like this. And then, you know, just through the wall, go along the fence. Nice little dog bone in the corner, and then come back. That'd be great. But no, that's just a silly idea. Is it a silly idea? I don't think it's a silly idea. Do you think it's a silly idea? So here's the thing. It's like, it's been 25 minutes. I haven't even done anything. Let's do some work. Oh my goodness. Let's do some work. Tell me more about your lives. I'm not talking live streams. I'm saying tell me more about your life. Just in general. Just tell me about your life. Sparky, my man. I don't have your address. I gotta send you your cars. They're done, obviously. You saw that. I gotta send them to you. So can you email me with your address, and I will send those post haste. And that will be great. What is about that much, I guess? And about My life is so dull that I rely on you to entertain me. Aw. Aw, everybody play a sad violin for Mark. Sad violin. Did I show them tonight? No, I didn't. They're nicely boxed up and ready to go. I just have to click send, as it were. Am I doing the double headers tour again this year? I don't know. I don't know. If I am, I could just bring them, I suppose. But if I'm not, then I can't. So then I won't. How do you pick what graffiti name you're going to put on a car? You know, I just start and then things happen. That's basically it. I make it up as I go, really. That's kind of my thing. People know me for it now. I'm just that guy that does things. You ever just do things? Another thing that I do is I just kind of ramble and stall while I think about what I'm going to put on the car, and then you guys just stare at the car for like 5 minutes while I think about what I'm going to do. It's kind of fun, actually. You ever just do that? You ever just ramble for no reason? It's pretty cool. Do something from red green. Why did red green come into your head just now? Because I was talking about them yesterday. Let me lower this camera. Sorry, hang on to your shorts. There we go. Can you see my pencil work on camera? I'll brighten it a hair. There you go. What made you think of red green all of a sudden, John? Because I was telling someone yesterday that my dad and my brother were on that show as extras. I kid you not. You okay, pup? You're whining. Why are you whining? I should bring treats out here for you. Because you get bored. He's a good pup, though, you know? He's a good pup. Okay, that's enough whining. Thank you. Yeah, so John, we went to a live filming of it once, and you know how they do the Possum Lodge meeting? They pull people from the audience if they look the part. So my dad and my brother looked the part. I was too young, so I didn't look like... I dressed in plaid and all of that fun stuff, but I was too young. They said the rule was you have to be able to grow facial hair in order to be on the show. And I couldn't yet. I almost abandoned graffiti altogether and trains altogether tonight because I wanted to work on my guitar. Do you remember the one I showed you months ago that I got that is in pieces that I still have to put back together? Yeah, I still have to do that. I got a lot going on, you know? So in case you guys wonder sometimes, oh, this guy doesn't ever do anything. No, it's not that I don't do anything, it's that I have a lot going on. That's really just about the size of it. So when I do a black car, I want to put down some white first and let that dry. So I'm going to do that. Hello, Kevin. Welcome to the show. It's about time you showed up. Whoops. You guys know the rule, right? When you pick up a drill, you have to squeeze the trigger twice. That's the rule. Don't mind me, I'm just like cleaning up as I go along, because otherwise I'll never get anywhere. I need a paintbrush. And you know, I was at Dollarama today and I didn't get paintbrushes. Well, I got paintbrushes for work, but I didn't get any for myself, and I regret my decision. Alright, let's do some white. You know what? I don't want to use... Can you stop? Can you stop whining? Sheesh. Bring you out here to hang out and you just want to whine. Okay, so I'm doing this car one-handed now because I'm petting my dog while painting. Okay, okay. I don't need you to lick my hand. Thank you. Go lay down on your bed. I'll probably have to do a couple of coats because I want a nice even coverage of the white. I hope you guys can still see what I'm doing. Does anyone in the States even know the Red Green Show? Because I know that that was a Canadian show. But did it broadcast down there? If you're watching and you're from the States, let me know if you've heard of the Red Green Show. And if you haven't, go look them up on YouTube. There's plenty of clips on YouTube. You'll be entertained for quite a while. Don't they have a podcast now? I swear everybody has a podcast now. I mean, I don't. If I got a podcast, would you listen to it? It would just be me rambling. It's basically this. This is my podcast, everyone. Thank you for joining me. My podcast would be the audio version of this. So it would literally be me working on graffiti and be like, hey, look at this cool graffiti, and no one could see it because it'd be a podcast. It's the most counterproductive podcast ever. Hooray. So this week was a pretty eventful week. I had to I had to go swimming outside in Toronto, in Canada, in January. Luckily the pool was heated. It was actually quite pleasant. Getting out was not, but being in the water was actually very nice. At work we do floating displays, and we typically do them in the summertime for obvious reasons, but this year, or this person wanted a floating display in their heated pool because they were having some big backyard extravaganza in their heated gazebo, and they wanted a nice decoration floating in their pool, so they called us, and I got to go swimming in Toronto in January in Canada. Outside. It was very cold. And the dragon that I made, somebody decided to break, so I had to go and fix it. So that was fun, to drive forever away to go and fix a dragon that was very clearly vandalized. They're like, it just fell off. I'm like, no, somebody ripped that off. It was like a spiky bit on this dragon that I made. And somebody decided they wanted to rip off the spiky bit. They tried to say that it fell. It did not fall. Maybe it fell when they dropped it out of their hand after ripping it off, but it didn't fall. You know how I know? Because I made it. Anyway, I suppose now is as good a time as any. Actually, no. Give me 4 minutes. Let me just touch up this last little bit, and we'll set this aside to dry. So, Mark, you gotta come to Port Hope, because John's gonna have an M&M train there. You gotta come and see it. It's pretty cool. And you could buy it, apparently. So tell Laura, I know she's listening. Laura, you guys are coming to Port Hope. Alright, I said it. Okay, what was I gonna say? Yes, this is what I was gonna do. It's that time of the show. You guys ready? Here we go. Let me, So this is Third Rail Thursday, and by contract I have to tell you that Third Rail Thursday is... Let me start again. Third Rail Thursday is a show that we put on every Thursday evening at 8 o'clock, sometimes 8:30, because I have kids that go to bed at 8. Yeah, it's a show that happens every Thursday night, and we're on a rotation. I am the first week. My name is Tim, and this is They Make It Like That. And then next week is Chris from Go Via or Go Home, who's not in the chat for some reason, I just realized, and I don't understand why. And then after that is Mark from M&M Rails. He is going to be live on the third week of the month, every Thursday, every third Thursday. And then after that is Chris again for GVO After Dark, which is kind of a monthly recap show that is hosted by all of us except me for some reason. I don't know why he never invites me to co-host with him, but yeah. But I think this month is actually 5 Thursdays if I'm remembering correctly. So next week I believe is DaveCo. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mark. I know that you're in the chat. I think you're in the chat. Correct me if I'm wrong. Next week is DaveCo, and then we're going to continue with the regular schedule, which would be Chris, Go Via or Go Home, and then M&M Rails, and then GVO After Dark on Go Via or Go Home's channel. But yeah, that is my spiel. I had to say it or else I'm fired. And let's do some more graffiti. Okay. So we're going to let this one dry. This coal car. We'll let it dry. I taped off the road numbers, and I don't know why now, because I didn't put graffiti over the road numbers at all. But we'll leave it. It's all good. I'm going to just do the one on this side, and I might do a bigger something else on the other side. But I'm going to let it dry for now, and we will work on the covered hopper. So let's... There we go. What should we do on this one? Let's turn this down again, because now we're not coloring on a black car anymore. There we go. Chris, then Dave, then me. Okay, so next week is Chris, Go Via or Go Home, and then the following week is DaveCo, and then M&M Rails. That's all I need to say about that. Let's carry on, shall we? What should I do on this one? Hi, dog. What's she doing? Hi, dog. What's she doing? Let me trim this one. Where's my knife? Is this a knife? Looks like one. There we go. Sparky says Windows update. Snooze. Sparky says they just made a bunch of those hoppers at the plant in Hamilton. I see 20 of them rolling down the tracks. Very cool. I like tracks. And I like hoppers. Not too fond of Hamilton. I don't know why. Oh well. This one's nice. It's it's a Athearn blue box. Really nice car. It's got metal walkways on the top, and it's already weighted because it was very gently used. It's not brand spanking new, very gently used, but it's in great shape. And it's pre-weighted, which is nice. So these little weights are just kind of hanging out underneath. You can barely see them when it's going down the rails. And yeah. What should we do on this car? What should we do on this car? We should do something. Pick a word, any word. Okay. Let's just do this. This is what we're going to do. Okay? We're going to do this. Homer Simpson sleeping. Sparky, I've done that already. I did that on the auto rack. You know the one. It's a pretty famous graffiti photo. And I got the exact same CN yellow auto rack and did Homer sleeping. I did a video about it, and then my hard drive crashed and I lost all the footage. So that's fun. But I can post a picture. I'll post it on my community tab at some point. But yeah. It turned out really cool, but I don't have the footage anymore, which kind of sucks. But what are you going to do? Oh, I just realized you guys can't even see what I'm doing. Sorry, everyone. Sometimes it's hard to convey the pencil on camera. I try to do it kind of light in case I erase. But, yeah. Darken up the camera a little bit for you so you can see. My tumbly is rumbling. Once again, it's Third Rail Thursday. It's my week, which means I didn't eat dinner. Came home, put the kids to bed, set up cameras, and well, the cameras were pretty much set up, but came home, put the kids to bed, grabbed a beverage, and came outside. That's my time frame. All right, Floyd, have a good night. Catch you on the rewind. I'm a little annoyed that I didn't bring my ultrafine Sharpies. I bought new ones. I left them in the house. But if I open my garage door, all my heat's gonna escape. And also I'd have to put you guys on hold for like 5 minutes while I run into the house. So we're gonna make do without it. Okay. Very good. Let's do something else over here, shall we? Oops, that's a mess. I don't like it. You ever just not like it? That happens. Sometimes you just put letters together. It's not even a word, but it's letters. Oh, man. What am I gonna do? I know what I'm gonna do. For this one, I'm going to use this one. Let me just test it down here first before I commit. Yeah. I love these markers. These are just from Amazon. I've used them before on my channel if you guys have seen them, maybe. I don't know. But they're literally just a metallic marker, water-based. It just says metallic color pen. And they spelt color wrong. But yeah, I don't even know. The only thing is, they don't react well to paint markers. So if you're going to use them, you have to dull coat before you do any paint marker. But I don't think I'm going to paint marker this. I like how it looks just as the blob. I mean, there's a bit of pencil, so you can kind of see a bit of outline, but it's not like in your face. It's more like a throw up that got started and then nobody finished. And I like that look because sometimes that happens because they make it like that. Whereas this one, I'm going to do some paint marker so that I can do some line work. Or sorry, so that I can do some color and then retouch up the line work. I wish I had my Sharpies, man. just, let me get a glove, hang on. Because I just realized I'm putting my palm on the metallic marker that I just put in place. And I don't want to smudge it. Alright, so that's how that looks. Yes, this is a paint pen. This is just a Pebo acrylic marker. It's from Michaels. Literally, brand does not matter when it comes to paint markers. I just use what I have. Sometimes I get them from Michaels. Sometimes I get them from Amazon. Sometimes I get them from the store. I don't know. I couldn't think of a third place. My bubbly's done. That's a sad thing. Anyway, pick a color, any color. I'm gonna use this light blue. Does this work? It sure enough does. Alright. I'm trying to stay in the line so that I don't have to do the outline part again. But I don't mind doing outline if I need to. Sometimes I like a more like blended multiple colors with a brush look. With this one I want to go more streamlined with solid colors, paint markers. Just depends on the look I'm going for. I know this is backwards. Like in reality, you would do your color and then you would do your line work. But I like doing it this way for a couple reasons. For one, I don't do the same tag every time, so it's easier for me to remember how I drew it if I do the outline and then do color and then do the outline again. The second thing is that when I do this, if I think that a line is too thick, I can actually go back over and like sneak up on the line and make it thinner like this, like right in here between the H and the A. I made that line thinner by kind of going over my line with the color. Just takes a bit of practice, that's all. So this year at the Port Hope show, because Port Hope show is when I first started doing graffiti as a side business, if you want to call it that. When I first started, it probably wasn't really a business, but when I first started doing graffiti for other people, this year marks my 14th year doing graffiti. That's a long time doing graffiti. And I've only gotten marginally better. No, I'm just kidding. It's all just trial and error, honestly. You just try things and see if you like it, and then you carry on with the rest of your day. Trackside Mike, I know it's a bit of a drive, but you should come to the Port Hope show. Come check it out. Lots of rail fanning to do in Port Hope. CP and CN main lines run parallel with each other. And there's a massive trestle for both of them that span across the entire downtown. It's pretty cool. Right. Thanks, Kevin. It's been a wild 14 years, that's for sure. It's been fun. Yeah, it's that weekend, Mike. It's the weekend of the 24th, 25th, I believe. I think those are the dates. But it's that weekend. Came out a little heavy, but we'll fix that with some line work once it's dry. Let's dry it. I got this handy dandy new thing. It's called a Graffiti Dryer 5006. It's pretty cool. It's also loud, so just be ready.